is gonna be Muslim girl optics.
Muslim girls optics.
Are we ready? I'm not saying you can't have soft life, and I'm not saying you cannot marry rich, but I just think there's value in young women, young women knowing that
you have to build something for yourself.
You can build something for yourself.
We need to have a sort of conference. Muslim girls conference.
Mm-hmm. What are we talking about?
One panel would be the Muslim girlies, and another panel would be the sellers of
modest fashion.
People might also argue that this new trend is like giving Muslim marriages good PR.
Muslim marriages have bad PR. Thing is, always check your intentions. Check yourself before other people check you.
Yeah.
And if other people check you too, don't fight them. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Unveiled Voices. I'm Anifa, and here with me we have...
Welcome back. My name is still Mariam.
Will you ever just complete...
Welcome back.
No! One day you should actually just try saying, Mariam.
Okay.
That would save us some time.
Next episode.
I know you're not going to do that. But anyway, welcome back, everyone. We want to take this opportunity to thank you once again for, always listening, always engaging. We've seen some of the responses to episode about takeaways from Ramadan.
Yeah.
And, we're happy you guys still continue to ride with us.
Yeah, it was interesting because that was the episode from our break. So we still have you guys sticking.
Yeah, you guys have not left us. So anyway, this episode is going to be a bit different from our usual episode. So it's going to be more of a light-hearted one. We have a couple of takes, but we think it's something that you all will enjoy listening to.
Yep.
Again, this is from a place of love. These takes also touch us.
Yeah.
So it's, absolutely not from a place of superiority. And yeah.
And it's probably also things that you have also been discussing in your group chat or your group. So let's just bring the conversation.
Yeah, so this episode is one that made it
out of
the group chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, this episode is gonna be Muslim girl optics.
Muslim girls optics.
Are we ready?
Hot
take number one.
Okay, let's hear it.
Do you want to go?
No, you go. Let's go.
Okay. So, hot take number one is the soft life / Habibi / whatever other name you guys have given it. Guys, chill.
Okay, let's unpack. What exactly is this whole soft life thing?
So, I think we've become a bit delusional. We joke about it, right? Delulu, but it's getting to a point where, I literally can't go online, without seeing some tweet that says, "Oh, why did women fight for the rights to work? I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to. If I have a rich husband, I would never work. I would just chill. I just want to have coffee dates." And I'm like, girl.
So maybe we should try to see where this all stems from. And my own hot take on this is the Instagramization of everything.
What do you mean?
Everything now is all about luxury. Oh my god.
I feel like Nigerians have just slapped
luxury on anything.
Everything.
Another word that's been used so much, aesthetics. Oh god. Another bastard.
Okay.
So I think it also, again, to my point, it all stems from the Instagramization of everything. Everybody is doing what would make them sort of look good for the gram. So would you put your bad foot forward online? I mean, that's another conversation. No, right? But that's another conversation on summary of that of the response I will give to that is that social media is not real for sure because everybody's trying. I think some of it is real. Nah. For sure, no. So they are lying to us. Is your social media life real? I mean, the thing is, I don't post a lot beyond my WhatsApp. And lots of my WhatsApp is real. Nah. So you think I'm fake? No, I'm not saying you're fake, but I'm just saying That's not the real you. But my point is the Instagramization of everything. So everybody wants to look good for the gram. And we've had people who were fortunate to say maybe marry rich husbands, and because they've kind of glamorized that lifestyle. Oh, it's so glamorous that I can wake up and not do anything, go for coffee dates with my friends. Now we're not at that point where everybody is sort of aspiring to that, because that's
So
sort of looks
what
good.
I'm gonna say is like, and I said this I've alluded to it on a couple of episodes, but when you look at where we're from, Nigeria, right? Like, what is the definition of rich? Are we talking like
Luxury.
Dangote level? Are we talking like, I don't even know, because in Nigeria, I think there's such a huge gap where you have
between the rich
people
and
who
the
are
poor.
really poor and then people who
Who
are
are
really
really
rich.
rich, yeah.
The middle class is almost non-existent, right? So when we talk about the real definition of rich, I was looking at some articles online before this, and I think maybe the total number of high net worth individuals I saw were less than 10,000.
I won't be surprised.
When we talk about like classification of rich on par with the rest of the world. And so like that brings me to the fact that like we need to be real with ourselves. Like,
what are the
how
odds?
likely
What are the odds?
Yeah, so, and I feel like we need to also touch on the fact that like there is also some dignity in labor, right? There's some dignity in having independence, so to speak. Like, I think for me, when we talk about this, since it's fine to banter and everything, I think you and I have even sometimes said it like joking, like, oh,
should we just resign?
Take a break or something. But I think the fact of it is that if you're watching this podcast, chances are you need to work or you need to own a business or you need to provide some value in some way. So when I come online and I see those things where people are just romanticizing not having some measure of,
what they are doing
providing
for themselves,
value, independence, it feels like we're kind of putting the wrong messaging out there.
I agree.
And I always see it as sometimes this world feels like it's running in a cycle where history repeats itself. Like, oh, we go back into this
Women,
and then you find out that it's not so good, and then we roll back again. So for me, it's like it's fine to be the Lulu, but we should just all face reality things.
For sure, like not downplaying or not alluding to if you choose to be a stay-at-home mom or you choose to
also inflates the idea of like stay-at-home wife with a trophy wife. As it's hard work. Like if you're running the home, and you need to make sure everyone is good.
That's like a job in itself.
So someone said, "Oh, I have no desire to work. I want to be a stay-at-home mom and a business owner." By the way, do you not know what work means? That is work. Being a business owner. I want to wake up at 6 a.m. in my silk robe, then hit the gym, run random errands, brunch, shopping with my girls. So all of this, your other girls too. They're in the same, but okay. Spa days and travel across the country once a month. Every girl should live a comfortable life. So someone quoted this and said, being a stay-at-home mom and a business owner are significantly more work than a 9 to 5. You want to be a lady of leisure, not any of the things you mentioned. So that's where I was going, that people actually mix up the two in the sense that trophy wife, maybe you're just following your partner to events, you don't have to do anything. But if you're someone who is actually running the home,
which is a lot of work,
don't lose focus. To be honest, it's not that easy. So one last thing I want to ask before we move on is, where do you think this fantasy comes from? Like, I think especially for people like us that like working class. Or like, immigrants background, like where is it coming from? Where is it stemming from? Is it just the Instagram thing you spoke about earlier, or is there more to it?
There's also the bit of probably the lashing women are getting in workspace and all of that.
Lashings,
but not necessarily lashings, but obviously as a woman you have to like come correct.
So you mean like there's not so much room to so not always get it right? Exactly.
So you're like,
why do I have to do with this?
Exactly. Exactly. Like why am I still doing this? So why not? And we should also not probably forget the bit of where Islamically or even society or culturally, like there is already that innate expect or underlying expectation that the man should provide. So most women are willing to ride on off of that to say, yeah, like my husband's supposed to provide for me, so yeah, he should as well provide for me. But to your point, in Nigeria, that's like
even here. So I know very well many people that in Nigeria they were able to kind of run on a single income because things like having like people come over to help you cook, do your chores is a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But you come here and that is not the case, right? Like, bro. So it's like even kind of like a mental shift for people that are used to that kind of life in Nigeria coming here. So I would say maybe to wrap it up, like I'll use another tweet, and this tweet says, "The Ummah will take care of you." How many women have you taken care of? I don't think you people go out or even see the amount of women selling nylon or fufu in the streets and the markets. Anyway, this tweet was just trying to say that, you know, that thing where people say, don't worry, like
you'll be fine.
You'll be fine, guy. Like no one is coming to save you. Only Allah can save you. So me, my recommendation to women as usual is understand that even soft life requires work. You can be the one providing soft life to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like
so I was listening to maybe a podcast or a YouTube video over the week, and we were discussing about this whole concept of stay-at-home mom, and somebody said, yeah, the fact that you're a stay-at-home wife doesn't necessarily mean you can't have your own source of income. It doesn't have to come from a 9 to 5. Yeah, you could have an investment in a business that is generating like passive income. I
think that's the shift our generation needs to make. Yeah, that we are so used to come out of school, go to work for someone else. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do.
I agree with you. So please get on your Zoom, my ladies. Skill up, build things. You know, find a way to create value for yourself and
and
other people.
For yourself and your family and for your future.
Yeah, and the thing is, don't you people want to give back? Yeah. Don't you want to be the one saying,
I want to, I want to be someone else.
Yeah, I want to be rich so I can be giving back, you know. Yeah. That make it easy for us. So, yeah. Ladies, get on your Zoom. Or take two.
This one. So we've seen, or there has been a lot of content now around like Muslim couples, which is, I mean, it was cute when it started, sort of, but
it was not cute anymore.
No, but now it's now more of, we are getting to see something that should be like intimate moments or intimate.
Sezu.
There is ayah in Islam.
What is ayah?
Modesty.
Good. Okay.
So I think there's a bit of westernization, Instagramization, the kind of movies we see, what is now societally accepted
has shifted a lot.
Yeah. But like now seeing what is supposed to be like intimate moments between you and your spouse.
So what do you mean intimate moments?
So like you and your spouse probably doing, I don't know, waking up for Tahajjud together. I don't think
did we actually need to know?
Yeah, I don't think we should know that. There was the book I read during Ramadan, Ramadan Reflections. One of the chapter was about private deeds. And there's also the bit of where the best of deeds are the deeds that are just between you and your Lord. Yeah, like, why should your 1001 followers?
So I guess like for me, when I see these things, because again, it's like the soft life bit. So I feel like I can't come online without seeing couple content, and it's fine.
I think that's the new niche.
It's fine
because everybody loves love.
It's a universal language. So there was a time where I was like,
yeah.
And now it's like,
it's not necessary.
The reason why it's always because, like you said, we are seeing more like intimate moments, even spiritual moments, and it's now starting to feel performative, right? It's starting to feel like.
Yeah, we know you did set up the tripod for that.
Set up
exactly. We know you
so, and again, I think there's a difference between like celebrating love, celebrating Allah love, and conscious creation.
Yeah.
So, intimacy doesn't need applause, right? Like some things, like you said, should be between you and God. But I guess apart from Instagramization of things, apart from the fact that, people know that people love, why do you think all this is happening now? I still don't get why it's so.
I was thinking about the evolution of how career would be in the next couple of years. Now we have people actually making huge amount of money being content creators, being brand ambassadors, being influencers.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the new goal that everybody's trying to tap into. So you literally have people living their everyday life curated because they.
So basically for the money.
For I guess it's the money drive that is going on for sure. Like people are actually seeing this as, oh, this is actually a career
viable
path.
way to make. Okay, so maybe to zoom it in a bit, what I think it might be happening also is that people are different. You and I are less inclined to put those kind of things online.
And some people don't
I
see
think
it as
maybe some people are more like, they are more social. There's a bit of your natural disposition as a human coming in here. And while I admit that we're not all a monolith, even Black people, even Muslim women, I think if you've chosen that, you're a Muslim woman, you're a Muslim man, there are some things you kind of live your life. There are some guidelines, and for me, it's super weird if I see things that are clearly just out of bounds of like Islam.
Yeah.
You look visibly Muslim,
and this is what you're doing,
and that you're promoting. It just feels like, as you said, like, where's the modesty and all? And again, like, some of these things we actually don't need to know. So what I always say, maybe to wrap this section off, is like, we're not saying people should know.
I mean,
we're married.
Yeah, we all love love.
Love is something everyone, should have in their lives, right? Even if not from a spouse, from your family. We're not telling you people what to do. This is also to ourselves. Yeah. Maybe our future selves I would have forgotten.
I would want to do content.
But the thing is, always check your intentions. Check why you're doing it, and check yourself before other people check you. Yeah. And if other people check you too, don't fight them. Don't fight them.
Well, some people might also argue that this new trend or this new thing is like giving Muslim marriages good PR.
Muslim marriages have bad PR?
I mean,
why? What are they saying?
Most people grew up without seeing their mommy and their daddy like really show love to each other. But most people grew up with that, and then off the back of that, they feel they.
Nobody is saying you can't be affectionate.
Yeah.
Some things are probably less appropriate to be shared on, but like, it's okay if you hug your husband
in public. I mean, the prophet used to
exactly
show affection.
I feel like the things we see, because I'm trying not to point to specific instances. I don't want someone to go and start dragging anyone, but I've seen cases where, like, I would not do that in I can't do that even. How many years in marriage am I now? It just is not, like, it's not right. Like, there's hugging, there is a kiss here and there, and there's like, you want to swallow each other in front of innocent bystanders like us. Like, guys, we know, like, it's cool. Anyway, on you go to the next step.
So we need to have a sort of conference.
Not conference.
Muslim girls conference.
What are we talking about?
One panel would be the Muslim girlies, and another panel would be the sellers of modest clothes.
Modest fashion.
We need to sit down and discuss.
What are we discussing?
What exactly is the problem?
What's the problem?
Why are these prices like what? Why are you calling this piece of abaya for me 100 quid? Like,
someone said that there are no more like 20, 30 pound abaya.
What you want to see? Well, maybe you probably can get 20 Whitechapel, but just know that whatever you get to. But like, we need to actually discuss what is the issue? Again, my odd take, I think it's like the same takes I've had on the three.
Please don't say Instagram.
It's Body is all about the aesthetics. Like you see a post of, "Ooh, I can't wait to relocate to Dubai, so I'll launch my abaya girly dream." You can launch your abaya girly dream already. You have to wait till Dubai.
So wait, let's zoom back. Your theory as to why things
Instagram.
have gotten so expensive, particularly with modest fashion, right, is because Instagram.
So I just think there's, I don't know, XX pressure, maybe social pressure or social media pressure. When you consume something over and over again, it kind of settles into your subconscious.
I'm trying to understand
why I'm saying
how that ties back to the prices.
because you have.
So is it because more people want those brands? Basic demand.
Yeah.
So demand
and supply kind of stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like because a lot of people are doing it, and the sellers are seeing there are a lot of buyers that are getting into. They are getting into.
I think some of it is our fault as well.
Why?
Diaspora girls.
What do you mean it's our
fault? So for me, I used to buy, like when I first moved here, I still used to buy things from Nigeria. Okay. And I don't think I ever like priced things.
Oh, because you're like spending the quid.
I don't think I ever priced it because I'll look at maybe some equivalency and I'll be like, this is better for a steal. So
and then they base their
over the years, I feel like even now for me, it's like,
yeah, like yesterday, because of the stuff we had, so I was like checking like places to buy stuff for the event. And I saw this lady from Nigeria.
Oh, the wedding?
The bridal shower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, no, I can't spend this kind of money on this stuff. Like,
you absolutely can.
I
think my gripe is in two ways. One of it is that these things are going up so much, such that
even the
people in diaspora are not like,
it's enough. Sorry to cut you. And it's also a bit of where the quality you're getting.
That's what I was going to say next. So I personally recommended like a very popular, like modest fashion person because I've used them before. And they were very good at the time. To more of my friends. And she made dresses from them and absolute mess. An absolute mess. And these were like very expensive like clothing. And there's nothing I could.
You're not even talking about the money
to ship. So there's nothing I can tell that my friend again. She will never even listen to me. In fact, now that leads me to the next point. She now has like a upcoming person that will just make similar dress for her.
Wow.
High quality, good price point, and all. Which brings me to my next thing of the whole thing around people not being cool with people ripping off their designs. Like, so let me paint a scenario for you. I'm a girl in uni. I go online, I see all these different brands. I'm like, how much is it? I can't afford it. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to take it to the seamstress in my area. She'll help me sew it, everything, maybe less than 10K or so, and I'm good. What do you think about that?
So, obviously, if there is a bit of creativity there for the person that initially did it, if the person that now made it is not saying this is entirely my design and probably is just
but I'm not even talking about designer for designer. I'm talking about
me.
Someone might not even be online. The person that is ripping off the design.
This is what I can afford. This is what
so you feel it's cool to rip people's design?
No, that's not ripping. That's like tapping inspiration. That's like tapping inspiration. And that's like cutting my coat according to my size. I want this, but I can't afford this.
Do you know what? With this one, I'm torn. I'm torn because I think creative work should kind of be like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it.
For sure.
That being said, a lot of these things I've seen on certain brands, they're not unique. I've seen it in a lot of
especially
on this Indo-Paki, on
Turkish,
So I'm like,
so it's really
we're all ripping kind of thing. But at the same time, if you're ripping someone off constantly, I don't know, like it feels a bit off. But yeah, I would say like it's fine that our sisters are growing. Modest fact, we want women to make money. Yeah, it's good. What I would say is please let the quality match the.
Maybe on the flip side, like maybe reversing the roles.
Yeah,
it would also be good to probably hear from the buyers what exactly is making them increase their price. I'm guessing some of them. I'm sorry, the sellers rather.
Oh yeah,
I'm guessing some of them. I'm guessing some of them would argue that cost of materials and all of that, but still, I still feel we're not seeing that quality match.
Yeah.
Quality doesn't necessarily have to be in terms of the material. It could be little things like finishing. Yeah, like I'm buying a cloth of like 50K and I'm seeing trends. Yeah. Like
So I would say I would say maybe for this one, like we respect to all our sisters, brothers, everyone in this modest fashion thing. Like, thank you for providing us options.
Honestly, yeah. Because gone are the days when
you say, you cannot find something. Yeah. No, you can find many things to wear. So I would say, let the hype match the price match the output. I think the demand is also room for more people. I know some people say, "Oh, it's saturated." No, we actually need more blood. Like, so in fact, this Eid, I felt like a lot of the popular brands were kind of converging. Yeah, it wasn't really like inspired to buy. When I used to check in the past,
you see different. This one had,
so I think there's some need for like new blood, new creative people to also come in. Next one.
So this one is about there's probably every other market day you enter Muslim Twitter. You always see it's always banned for ban. Well, actually, because even before people started monetizing tweets, there's always been like this. Like you always have people. Everybody's like, like looking for that tweet that Nami talk that kind of stuff. It went viral, that kind of thing. So everybody's looking like what they would say.
In my head, I've kind of bucketed people not people like. I think they're just some accounts that
for them.
I know for a fact that they're always fighting.
Yeah.
So
they're always on
there's some things I won't lie. I come online and I'm like ready to go. Like, there's some things I say and I'm like, I actually need a burner to tweet my thoughts because if I say it, people will say, what's going on? So I feel like there's some people that you always find them at the scene of commotion.
You meet them there.
Do you just know? Can you just step out once in a while? Why are you angry all the time?
Yeah.
And you find out that these things actually rot people's brains. Like, they think the world is that, like, always what you see online. I think the online is a reflection of, like, some very loud part of the world, right? So, because people are perpetually online, they've forgotten that.
What is
it makes me worried that like if you're always angry all the time, if you're always in this fight mode all the time, is that even healthy for you? So this hot take is that not everything is a thread. Log off.
A thread.
Pray. Touch grass.
Yeah.
So again, said we are all waiting online, even us, because how do we know all these things? Either someone sent it to us or we're online. Muslim Twitter, particularly Nigerian Muslim Twitter, if it's not class wars, it's a different type of marriage discourse. It's
Muslim women
in the UK is okay. You shouldn't go to the mosque.
And the sort of bad side to it is it's Muslim Twitter, but these tweets get out like everybody see them. Like it's not like we're in a confined space, and other people get to see that and they get to think that is what Islam or that is what being a Muslim is. Like why do you guys not have like any other thing that define your religion?
There are also different like sections. So they are like the Dawa bros, Dawa sis, and I agree that we need to call people we're enjoying good, but sometimes it feels like you just want to drag people. Yeah. It feels like you are constantly calling other people out. Yeah. Like, how about you check in with yourself? Not all the time,
you always have takes on
exactly.
everything.
Sometimes take to yourself, leave your own art, And I think on the flip side is also the people that are always. I've seen things recently where people are like, "Oh, I'm not the." Basically, Muslims trying not to be true Muslim.
Oh yeah. Your own kind of Muslim is different.
Yeah, like who are you performing for? People like you, like
yeah.
And there's this whole thing of always being a work in progress without actually making. Again, I'm trying not to be controversial here, but it's a thing of when we pray, we should always pray for guidance as well. We should always pray the people around us don't misguide us. I've seen cases where clearly people are very conflicted about certain things in Islam, and instead of the people around them to be like, "Oh,
this is the right way,"
guide them towards the right thing, or at very least pray for them. It's either they are dragging them or you are encouraging them. You are not enjoying good, basically, and you are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on here?
I honestly,
when you endorse things that go against your values as a Muslim, what is going through your head?
I saw something, but I saw something, and this person put up something on their Instagram story about something that we all know is not permissible in the religion, and then went to say, "Oh, by the way, I know this is not permissible. Even though they are sort of endorsing it, and then they ended it with, if we then choose to do it, something is not on me, blah 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 blah." But then in my head,
I'm like, they are like, if you decide to follow me.
So I mean, the disclaimer at the end. Yeah, my point is then why in the first place? Like, why are you endorsing it in the first place? Like, you're already giving your endorsement, and then you're coming back to
switch tracks a bit. Like, have you ever felt like the need to co-sign something or talk about something online, even though it doesn't align with your values?
No, I don't think so.
No, but do you think that might be what's happening?
That person,
where maybe they're just trying to be not judgmental to other people.
I mean, even right from school, or even right from when I would say I was probably not this religious. I hated when people would say, "Oh, because I was using probably pashmina at the time, and somebody else was using full hijab, that, oh, we like your own kind of Muslim kind of stuff."
Yeah, I feel offended. What do you think?
Sit well with me.
Muslim life.
Yeah, because obviously, like, I know what should be. Like, and I'm like, nah, this should not be. Yeah. So don't come saying you're trying to be friends with me because, or you're trying to.
You are the cool
Muslim. Yeah, it doesn't quite.
I have a theory that when people are praising you for certain things, you need to
check yourself. Remind me. I have one tweet that I actually want to share with you. Remind me. Offline. I'll share it offline because this one.
It's just a case of like.
Yeah.
If people are agreeing with you, just check yourself. Yeah. So I would say that, like, as Muslims, we really need to center back to ourselves. Like, it's fine for us to struggle with certain things, right?
We all do.
I think we should be very careful about the things we like. Are you really on board with what that post is saying? Everybody, as I said, should just like log out, touch grass. Spiritually feed yourself.
Like, Twitter is not.
Again, worry about the state of our minds as women. Like, if we are online, fighting all the time, dragging people. There are a lot of good people, good men, good women, and it feels like online. It hones in on the negative, right? Yeah. So even people that complain that, oh, they are dragging me, it's a lie. Go to that same comment section, you see people that are like, oh my God, they're an inspiration. So why not choose one? Okay, one day out of the week, focus on the positive, and let's check ourselves.
Yeah.
The last take.
This one, I personally, I have serious beef. Or like I have serious.
What's your beef? What's your bone?
The hot take is matcha is it my? Yeah, you guys are breaking grass, literally.
So they've been lying. I've never had matchas.
I mean, I gave it 2 chances.
Two times.
So maybe I should give one more. But no.
One more.
The first time was, I think we were together.
Were we?
Together.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I think I bought it and I sent the picture to you. Okay.
I wouldn't
exactly. So the first time I bought it, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's give it a chance. What are the Instagram girlies raving about? What are they talking about? And I was like, this.
So what does it taste like?
I don't know what. I mean, grass would probably cut it. Okay,
so grass is good, yeah.
Let me give. I think my second experience because that's still more recent. So that morning, I was going to work. I didn't go in early because the day was probably like a sub day for me. So yeah, it was sunny. London was beautiful. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, let's do something. Let's do something fun. And then I walk into the coffee shop and I go to the counter and I say, for somebody who hasn't had matcha before, like what would you recommend? And the attendant first goes, oh, you've never had matcha before? And I'm like, yes. And he goes, okay, yeah, for your first time, you would have the iced matcha latte. Then, do you like something sweet? I'm like, yeah. When he said something sweet, I'm like, you should have suspected like that. I said, okay, yeah, you can add some bit of vanilla syrup. And first sip, I'm like,
did you finish it?
Why not? It's not my money. It's not my money. And I'm like, okay, well, at least I'll take my aesthetic picture.
Wow, do you think that's what everybody's doing?
I think you like I'm still gonna get a couple of pictures over the week, like of different people. Like, yeah, that's it. It's the aesthetic. So
honestly, ladies, like,
I don't know if you like it. Let us know what you like. Yes, I know someone that actually likes it. Like I actually know someone that likes it. She makes it at home herself. Like she's pro matcha. Wow. Yeah, she makes it that.
What me I would say is that if you're not even a coffee drinker, there's nothing wrong with your normal tea. There's nothing wrong with chai.
There's nothing wrong with water.
You don't have to do aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with water.
Anyway, let's wrap up. Or do you have a bonus hot take?
My own hot take is that and also to myself, right? Yeah, like
everything to ourselves.
Social media is for sure not real. Everybody is putting their best foot.
We should have a debate. I think social media is real.
It's not real. But I think we should touch grass more.
Anyway, one other thing. We should actually start to unfollow people. If they don't align.
Yeah. For sure. No, like it's not we should start. You should.
Me?
No, I'm saying people like you should unfollow. You should unfollow. I do occasional cleans of my like if I check your stories every now and then.
It's not like you're hating. You're not feeling important as well. You just know that
this thing is not. Yeah,
you need peace of mind. Yeah. It's not aligning with
because it's also protecting yourself because imagine you don't like what somebody is posting and every time you see it, you're always like, what's not good? That's not good because you're trying like it. So for your peace of mind, just already block them and just like you're not part of. I mean, I'm really unfollowed a lot of people. I think we should definitely touch grass more. That's one thing I want to do a lot more this summer. I want to actually.
So what when you say touching grass, is it literally going to your backyard and touching the grass? What if they don't have grass?
I personally find it hard to stay away from my phone. So what I've done is now I have like app limits on my phone.
Does it work?
It works, but maybe I'm still in the early days. But yeah, it works. But again, when it fails, I would definitely have like a call back to myself that my dear, this is what you said you will not do. I want to read more.
I can get
actually physical books.
I like books.
Yeah. I want to do more outdoor things. Yeah. So by doing that, you are connecting with nature and
I agree. I think people say they don't have time, but look at the screen time. It's like 9 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe go and learn something.
Yeah.
Go and learn a skill. Anyway, to wrap up this episode, what's your favorite hot take from today, or the one that kind of speaks to you most?
Matcha is trash.
Matcha is it's not a personal level. Yeah, I think my favorite one is the soft life one.
No, okay.
I think because it cuts across like,
and that's what we are seeing
every
most now.
yeah. So I'm actually worried about it. I'm not saying you can have soft life, and I'm not saying you cannot marry rich, but I just think there's value in young women, young men
I
as well,
agree.
knowing that
You have to build something for yourself.
you can build something for yourself. You can provide soft life for yourself.
Yeah.
And just to know that good things all take time and effort,
For sure.
right? Be very wary of things that come too easy. So you guys, it's your turn. Please drop your hot takes or thoughts or things that you're tired of in the DMs, in the comments, anywhere. Like, let us know. And yeah, maybe to wrap this up, may Allah purify our intentions, protect us from the need to perform, and give us the courage to live this faith sincerely, even when it's quiet and no one is watching. Thank you.
Allah sees us all.
Thank you for listening to this one, and yeah, see you next one.
Bye.